A quick one today because I'm busy doing some physical tasks, but this one's about waking up at night. If you wake up in the middle of the night for seemingly no reason, like it's different if it's a mosquito biting you, it's different if you heard a loud bang, but for whatever reason, you wake up at night. And I want to add that it's somewhat different if you're waking up for a bowel movement or to ease yourself or to release yourself. That's a bit different. But if you just wake up in the middle of the night and all of a sudden you're up and you're just like, why did I wake up? Or you had a dream and after the dream you wake up in the middle of the night, especially during the hours of, I'd say from 10 to 4 a.m. That's most likely when you're more likely to have a nightmare. Though that's a spiritual attack, and those are demonic hours. It's a sign of spiritual disturbance whilst you're sleeping. So it could be in the form of, remember, there are things unseen to the human eye. So there are things hovering around us. And if you're not spiritually aware and spiritually protected, those things can engulf you. There are people who walk and they walk with negative spirits and they walk with demonic spirits. And there's individuals that walk with angels by their sides. Some might not be aware of them, but just know that life is spiritual. And if you're waking up in the middle of the night from a nightmare or for inexplicably no reason, there is a negative force or a negative entity surrounding you. And it's important you cast it out. And you cast it out. Me personally, I use the power of prayer. I use the power of protection. But it's important you get up and attack and fight. So especially when I was on the semen retention journey, I would get attacked by succubuses all the time. I would wake up. They would always try and get me with a wet dream. I'd wake up and I'd defeat them. You have to understand that a wet dream is literally an invisible force over you, an invisible entity over you whilst you're sleeping, trying to suck it all out of you. That's why people think it's a joke. A wet dream is a spiritual attack. But yeah, let me not get too off topic, but either way, you wake up, you fight. I always get into a fight stance as a fighter. You cast it out. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. That's a prayer. So if you wake up in the middle of the night inexplicably, stand up and fight, attack. Don't give in and fall back asleep. So you never want to just go back to sleep. So you woke up, let's say from a nightmare, you're like, oh, what happened? Don't really know what happened. Go back to sleep. That's the worst thing you can do because you didn't say anything, you didn't do anything, you didn't get up, you didn't cast it out. So I've had instances a lot of times I wake up from a nightmare or from an attempted wet dream. I'd wake up, then I'd go back to sleep and I'd wake up and liquid has passed out of me. I lost to that entity. So yeah, I just hope that's given you some spiritual insight. Just a short video here today. So I'm doing some plumbing, doing some working out at the same time.